Nestled deep in the mountains of northern Thailand, Pai is one of those rare places that feels like it exists outside of time. The journey there is already an experience in itself. Most travelers make their way to Pai from Chiang Mai, which sits about 135 kilometers to the south. The road connecting these two destinations is legendary among travelers, and not just for its beauty. The route winds through more than 762 curves and bends, cutting through dense jungle, misty mountain passes, and dramatic valleys that open up without warning. If you are prone to motion sickness, this is the moment to prepare yourself with medication before you board. The most popular way to make this journey is by minivan, which departs regularly from Chiang Mai's Arcade bus terminal and takes roughly 3 hours depending on traffic and stops. For those who prefer a more adventurous approach, renting a motorbike or scooter in Chiang Mai and riding the route yourself is an unforgettable experience. The road demands your full attention, but every twist rewards you with views that feel almost unreal. Green mountains stretch endlessly in every direction, clouds hang low over the peaks, and small villages appear along the roadside like scenes from a painting. By the time you arrive in Pai, you already feel like you have traveled somewhere genuinely remote, somewhere the rest of the world has not quite caught up to yet. Pai is a small town, and that is precisely what makes it so appealing. The main street, known as Walking Street, comes alive in the evenings, with food stalls, local vendors, live music drifting out from open-air bars, and the warm glow of string lights hanging overhead. During the day, the town has a relaxed, almost sleepy quality that invites you to slow down. Cafes are everywhere, many of them built with rustic wooden interiors, open windows facing rice fields, or rooftop terraces overlooking the surrounding hills. The town has long attracted a mix of backpackers, digital nomads, artists, and free spirits, and that energy is still very much present. You will find a blend of Thai locals, hill tribe communities from the surrounding mountains, and international travelers, all coexisting in this compact, walkable space. The town itself can be explored on foot or by renting a bicycle, which is one of the most enjoyable ways to get around. Accommodation options range from budget guest houses and bamboo bungalows to boutique resorts with private pools and mountain views. No matter where you stay, you are never far from nature. The sound of the Pai River, which runs along the edge of town, is a constant and calming presence throughout your visit. The real magic of Pai lies in its surroundings, and getting out of town to explore the natural landscape is essential. One of the most visited natural attractions is Pai Canyon, locally known as Kong Lan. This dramatic formation of eroded red clay ridges offers narrow walking paths along the edges of steep drops, with sweeping views of the valley below. Sunset at Pai Canyon is particularly spectacular, drawing crowds of visitors who gather to watch the sky turn shades of orange and pink over the mountains. Another must-visit is the Mopang Waterfall, a tiered cascade about 10 kilometers from town that is accessible by motorbike along a scenic road. The waterfall has natural pools where you can swim, and the surrounding jungle creates a cool, shaded environment that feels worlds away from the heat of lower elevations. For those willing to venture a bit further, the Pam Bok waterfall offers a more secluded experience with fewer visitors and equally beautiful scenery. Hot springs are another highlight of the Pai area. The San Kamphaeng Hot Springs, located about 7 kilometers from town, feature natural thermal pools and streams where the water temperature can reach up to 80 degrees Celsius in certain spots. There are developed bathing areas where the temperature is more manageable, and soaking in these mineral-rich waters after a day of exploring is deeply relaxing. The landscape around Pai also includes vast rice fields that are especially beautiful during the growing season when the paddies are a vivid, almost electric shade of green. Pai and its surrounding region are home to a rich tapestry of cultures, and taking the time to engage with them adds real depth to any visit. The area is surrounded by hill tribe villages belonging to communities such as the Karen, Lahu, Lisu, and Shan peoples, each with their own distinct traditions, languages, and ways of life. Several of these villages welcome visitors, and hiring a local guide is strongly recommended to ensure that your visit is respectful and genuinely beneficial to the community. A guided trek through the mountains to visit these villages is one of the most meaningful experiences available in the Pai area. You will walk through jungle trails, cross bamboo bridges over mountain streams, and arrive at villages where traditional wooden homes sit on stilts and daily life continues largely as it has for generations. Within Pai itself, the Wat Phra That Mae Yen Temple is a landmark worth visiting. Perched on a hill above the town, it requires climbing 353 steps to reach the top, but the panoramic view of Pai and the surrounding valley from the temple grounds is absolutely worth the effort. The white Buddha statue that stands at the summit is visible from many parts of town and serves as a constant reminder of the spiritual dimension of this place. The town also has a small but interesting World War II memorial bridge, a wooden structure built by prisoners of war during the Japanese occupation of the region, which adds a layer of historical significance to the area. Eating in Pai is one of the great pleasures of visiting. The food scene is diverse and genuinely excellent, with options ranging from traditional northern Thai dishes to international cuisine prepared with fresh local ingredients. Khao soi, a rich and aromatic coconut curry noodle soup that is a specialty of northern Thailand, is available at numerous restaurants in town and should not be missed under any circumstances. The walking street night market is the social heart of Pai after dark, and spending an evening wandering through it while sampling grilled meats, fresh spring rolls, mango sticky rice, and freshly squeezed juices is a quintessential Pai experience. Beyond the food stalls, the town has a lively but laid-back nightlife scene centered around live music venues and small bars where local and traveling musicians often perform. The atmosphere is convivial and unpretentious, the kind of place where conversations with strangers happen naturally, and evenings stretch on longer than planned. Daytime in Pai moves at a different rhythm entirely. Mornings are often cool and misty, perfect for sitting with a coffee and watching the town slowly come to life. Afternoons invite exploration, whether that means renting a motorbike and heading out to a waterfall, joining a yoga class, getting a traditional Thai massage, or simply finding a hammock and doing absolutely nothing. This balance between activity and stillness is part of what makes Pai so addictive to visitors. The best time to visit Pai is during the cool season, which runs from approximately November through February. During these months, the weather is dry, temperatures are comfortable, and the mountain air carries a refreshing crispness that makes outdoor exploration genuinely enjoyable. The landscape is lush and green, and visibility across the valleys and mountain ranges is at its clearest. The hot season, running from March through May, brings higher temperatures and can feel quite intense, particularly in the middle of the day. The rainy season, from June through October, transforms the landscape dramatically, filling the rice paddies and waterfalls with water and painting everything in deep, saturated greens. Travel during this period is possible but requires flexibility, as roads can become difficult and some attractions may be inaccessible after heavy rainfall. In terms of practical considerations, bringing cash is important as automated teller machines in Pai are limited, and some smaller establishments do not accept cards. Renting a motorbike is the most efficient way to explore the surrounding area, but only do so if you are a confident and experienced rider, as the mountain roads require skill and caution. Pai rewards those who arrive with an open schedule and a willingness to follow wherever curiosity leads, because the best moments here are rarely the ones you plan in advance.